Hello, 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 and welcome back to Megan TT Hobbies. I am finally coming at you with a in-person recap. I went to the Peoria Chiefs and Quad City, Quad City, let me look up what Quad City is called. Quad City River Bandits game last Sunday, which would have been June 10th. It ended up raining for a while. The game was delayed for an hour, but it's pretty important for them to get in just based on the standings, and they will be breaking soon for an all-star break. So the first thing I will start with was probably my prized possession. So I got this official ball, Midwest League. You can see the dirt, the logo, everything. So I was super excited about this. Basically, I was along the right field, or the first base side, headed out towards right field, and the River Bandits right fielder caught a fly ball kind of coming towards the foul line, and then he tossed it up to me. I had given it to a little kid, but then his dad gave it back to me, but we did get that little kid a ball during the game. So this is my prized possession because this is my first baseball that I've ever got at any level, whether it's major leagues or minor leagues. So that's the first one. This is going to be a long video because I have lots to show. I'm going to start out, I got a few for the Quad City River Bandits. I'm not 100% sure who these two guys were. I think one of them was the first baseman, but I just got them on going to the bus. So there's one signature there and one signature there. If I spend some time, I can probably figure out who exactly they were. Peter Solomon. So he pitched a phenomenal game. He used to pitch for Notre Dame, and if I look him up, he was their like fairly recent draft pick last year. He is going to be up with the Astros probably this year, if not next year. So then I had made these little custom card things that are just wallet-sized pictures, and he signed those too, and then he signed this one as well. That one's headed out to Christian at LS Cards because he has a Notre Dame PC. So then the other ones that I got, and I'm probably going to butcher his name because it's Miguel Angel Sierra. So on some Astro spring training, some old photos he signed in the corner, and then similar ones, but they're smaller, so he signed all those. This was actually before the game when there was a rain delay, and him and his buddies on the team had come up and they were eating some concession food, and I told him, I was like, hey, when you're done, can you sign for me? He was like, oh yeah. So then he signed this big one, and then these few as well. I had heard that he will just rack away for you and graph and graph and graph and do them all. So I got 9 from him. So if anybody needs any of these like smaller cards, please let me know. So that's it on the Quad City side, but we're talking a stack on the Peoria side. So maybe I can get through this in 5 minutes. Along with that is I have a few 4x6s. So I'm just going to flip through them real quickly. That was the first one was Montero, and then Paul. He is the one that did the no-hitter a couple weeks ago. That is, I forget what the guy's name is. Bear with me for just, I think that's Yariel Gonzalez. I'm still learning these guys' names because this is my first time in a long time I went to one of their games. So that's the pitcher, Andrew Somerville. I got to talk to him for a while, so he was really cool. This one smudged for a little bit of a reason, but we kind of made a joke out about that. And then this one is really cool. But like I said, he was a really nice guy. And then another pitcher. The pitchers were really easy to get autographs from. That's Alex Figaldi. So He was a nice guy. And then this was before the game as well from J.R. Davis. He was super cool. Because it was delayed, it was hard to get some pregame signatures because of the fact that they like had to run out there and start warming up. So there was a few before. So on some of these custom cards, I got a few signatures. I think that's Irving Lopez. I'm looking at my roster as we're talking here. This next one is Zach Pendergast, Levi Morovis, and then this last one is Thomas St. Clair. That was after the game, and this one kind of got a little bit beaten up and signed with the black, because after the game, all the players, even though they had gotten destroyed in this game, had to come up and sign autographs for people. So they were just around the concourse. So kind of going through these. So this is Brian Nombinski, and he signed all these. So if you want to trade for any of these, please, please, please hit me up, because they were just signed and signed and signed because there weren't very many people there. And then kind of like the 4x6, I loved the way this one turned out. Eliharis Montero. There's a couple of those. And then he signed the Chiefs custom card for me. Paul Balistrari. So I signed that one, and that one's cool because it shows the no-hitter information. And then that's the similar picture, but he signed a few of these so I can trade them. Like I said, that's Gonzalez. So I had done like 4x6s, and then these card wallet size as well. And I signed the custom. And then this is Ortega, Dennis Ortega. He was really cool. I interacted with him a little bit. And since I was by the pitchers warm-up area. So he signed those 4. He is definitely a up-and-comer coming up in Yadier Molina's footsteps. And then he signed that custom as well. Few of the cards, actual cards that I was able to get. Zach Kirtley. So these are definitely up for trade. On purple, I think that's the blue or blue chrome. Just on a regular. Then on that chrome. And then this one's really sweet. This Elite 649 out of 999. So he was really cool to sign. And then the next ones are from Bryce Denton. He didn't seem like he was super happy, but he didn't play that game. And it was rainy and stuff, but he totally signed lots. So that was appreciated. The chrome, the black and gold, another chrome, the chrome black and gold. And then this one smudged just a bit. It was still a little damp out. So that's a, I don't know, blue chrome. So that was awesome. A number of them from him. Sticking with some of the cards here, we're getting our way through this stack. Nick Plummer, which I can hear can be a little hard to get. But he gladly signed these. Before the game I saw him, but he was coming to like get a dog, because you could bring your dog on Sundays, and so he took it into the locker room area. So he signed these nicely. He was standing right next to, I think, Bryce Denton. So then they just, passed it over. A super nice guy, and I hope he gets to the big leagues soon. Scott Hurst. He just signed with absolutely no problem. There's the chrome, and then a chrome, and then a regular one. So again, any of these, totally up for trade. A few more on like the kind of the custom things that I made. That's Lopez. And then I think it's J.R. Davis. Yep. And then So Somerville Andrew, I mean, I think he signed like 8 of these. He was really, really cool. He pitched okay when he got to go in, but like I said, the Chiefs got destroyed. So there's all those. The stack is increasing. There was a couple from Alex. My dog says hi if you can't hear her panting in the background, because it is a very hot day here. I'm trying to look of who this is for sure. I don't remember who this is for sure, and I'm looking at my list for 20 something. Oh, I think this is Matt Fielder. Yep, that's Matt. So he was really nice, and then he did those 2. And then the last one, which is probably the coolest besides the ball, is I did an 8x10 for Paul. He was so nice. And I had made the note of when his no-hitter was, so he added that when he signed it. He was actually doing like the stats and stuff. So for the signing, he ran in the locker room real quick, threw his jersey on, and then came back out, and he was super nice. He definitely needs to get up to Springfield and then Memphis and then on to St. Louis. So that is a huge recap. Again, that one and this are definitely the pride and joy of this collection. I want to give a huge shout out to Connor. I will link to his YouTube below. He gave me tons of information about Peoria and Quad Cities and getting lots of autographs there, because he goes to tons of Midwest leagues. So super dupery thank you to Connor. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching through this 12-minute video. Please, I would gladly trade some of these if you would like them. So comment below, let me know. Have a great day. I hope that you're going to get some IP experiences or some TTM experiences. And I will leave you with the no-hitter from June 7th, 2018. Have a great day.